Why does it say Tony so big? Ben is here.
Mm. Omofro, hey, how are you? Omofro. How are you doing?
Okay.
Okay.
Where do you have are you hiding from somebody?
I don't want anybody to get my germs. Hey, come here, Jeremiah. I miss you. How you doing? Why? Okay. You need to get the money. Remember that song you say you like? Yeah. Because I said, "Somebody give me that." We'll get you there. Yeah, we'll get you there.
I've left me.
I'm trying to
You counted it. I mean,
60. I just push everything on my phone is on there. And 0000. Okay.
it has a management,
Mm-hmm.
the same thing other one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so guys, um, we have who do we have on here? So Ejira is there. I see Ejira. Francis is not here yet. Hadassah is here. Ethan and David and Julie. Oh, Ben is not here yet, so let's give Ben. But anyway, Team USA, this is where I come to you guys. Anyone want to brief our friends from Ghana what was discussed last week so that they can catch up? And even we have Kayla and Jeremiah here, and we want to be able to also brief them. So anyone, Julie? Mhm.
Um, so
You froze. Julie.
um, so I was go- did you guys hear me?
No.
Okay. I was saying that last week we did talk about stuff and I don't really remember, but if you jog my memory with one thing, I'll remember everything.
Are you for real?
Yeah,
Let's see if
kind
that's
of
true.
really.
Okay, let's
Test
get
that
this
again,
thing
Juliana.
right, okay?
Last
What?
week.
Pause, Ariane.
Oh,
Let's get this thing right. And this is not even about Julie, okay? It's for all of us. Mr. Ben is all the way in Texas. He could be doing anything at this moment. he chose to join us to help us. And so you want to say that, one, you are not taking notes. Two, you are not paying attention to what he's saying. So then why do we even waste our time to come to EBI if we are not here to listen? We are not here to take anything out of it. You know, time, they say time is money. He's doing this thing free. If he was working for somebody, this is gonna, I don't know how to explain. So for you to say you don't have any notes, that is really bad. How do you think he's gonna feel? That is his time even worth being here? Anybody to USA? Ariane, you unmute yourself, please.
Is Ariane on there?
Yeah. Yes, yeah, but what would you like me to do? I've already unmuted myself. Okay, I'm talking. What do you want me to talk about? What do you want me to talk about? What we did last class? We talked about the Internet of Things and AI. Do you remember now, Julia? I even still have a teaching bot that can recognize me's from b's from threes.
Wait, am I frozen again, or is just the sound off?
Good morning, everyone. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Letitia, can you hear me? Can you give me access to the share? Oh, okay. All right. Got it. Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Welcome back, Ejira. We missed you guys last week. Okay, so Letitia, can I go ahead, or you have some?
No, go ahead, Ben. Sorry.
All right. Yeah, we had fun last week. We started using the teachable machines. We started gathering our data for the birds, and we did our classifications. So we're gonna talk a little bit more about it, but before then, we were gonna do a recap on what we've learned so far about AI applications, the categories of AI, and the different kinds of AI, narrow and generative AI we talked about last week. So we're gonna do a quick recap. But if anyone wants to help the Ejira students just give them a quick summary of what we learned last week about the different kinds of AI, that would be awesome if anyone wants to volunteer. Anyone wants to brief them of what we talked about, the different.
Keep talking or mute yourself so we can hear you, please.
So we're like making an AI to like be able to tell the names of birds when we give it images.
Yeah, I mean, before then we talked about the narrow AI and the generative AI. We gave an example. So we can just give them a brief about what the narrow AI is and some example of what we talked about.
Narrow AI is the AI that we use a lot. Examples are like Siri or Alexa.
Awesome, that's good. And you give an example of what we used a lot.
Siri.
That's good. That's good. All right. And can someone explain the Gen AI, the generative AI, general AI? We actually talked about three. We talked about the super AI, super intelligent AI, but we are not there yet. But the two that we talked about are narrow AI, which is everyday stuff that we've been using so far, even the email filters, you know, self-driving cars and all that. And someone wants to talk about what the generative AI, which is the new AI that we've been, hearing about. Okay. All right. So like you heard, the narrow AI is designed for, specific tasks. It's actually what we call the weak AI. It's not as powerful as what we have right now. But it's still useful, when you talk about Siri and Alexa, all these are narrow AI. And it still helps. We already talked about how AI is helping but not replacing us. So it still help us to do everyday tasks, everyday decisions. We kind of give them the ability to help us so that we supervise them. And so that's what the narrow AI is. For the Gen AI, we are trying to teach it to be a strong AI, to mimic what human beings and the intelligence are capable of, learning and adapting new situations, and performing, intellectual tasks that human beings can do. So for narrow AI, it's a little bit less than human AI, human intelligence, but they come in and help. For generative AI, they are basically a human level intelligent. So everything that you are learning and everything that you understand as a human being, the way that you are thinking, that's how we are training the Gen AI to be. And the super AI, we haven't even gone into that field yet. The idea is to be super intelligent than human beings, and it's gonna take some time to build that kind of AI. But right now we are just concentrating on the general AI and narrow AI. So that's what we talked about yesterday. Last week. On top of preparing our experiment, building our AI tools for our experiment. So people that we missed last week in Ghana, we decided to go with the birds and the different birds in Ghana and Nigeria. So we started collecting that birds data so that we can train our AI to be able to identify if you have, we're going to build a website. So if you have like a camera or if you open our app and you see a bird, you take a picture of it and it will tell you this bird is from Ghana and all that, different migration patterns and everything that the bird that you want to find out, it'll give you all that information. So that was what we learned last week. Please let me know if I'm missing something. Does it make sense to everyone? Okay. Do you guys have questions in Ejira? Who else is there? Ejira and what?
Do you see the response in the chat, Ben? Sorry.
Oh, I was outside the screen. Let me see.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Um,
they've been answering your questions, but they are typing it.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, I was on my screen. Okay, let's see. We talked about AI and how we could use it to improve our daily lives and begin research to create websites to identify different birds in Ghana. Ghana and Nigeria. Narrow AI is AI that used a lot, like Siri and Alexa. Yep. Google Assistants as well. Yep. So yep, our narrow AI, your phone, the little things that help you as a person. So we also talked about IoT and AIoT. So what AIoT is your everyday IoT devices that you use, your car, like you said, any assistant that you have, your phone, all these devices, your computer, they are your IoT devices. Some people have what do you call it, like security system at home. Even vacuum like a iRobot. These are IoT devices. Now, AIoT devices is using AI to improve the IoT devices. So if you have a vacuum and now you have like voice command vacuum that you say, hey, can you iRobot go and clean up the living room? Okay, go and clean up the kitchen. Now you have enhanced it with AI, and you've trained it to know where your living room and your kitchen and all that is. And so your IoT device is now incorporated with AIoT. Does it make sense? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll go back. We will continue our learning today. If anyone is just doesn't understand what AI is, what the applications of AI, the different types of AI, just let us know right now, or let me know right now so we can do a quick summary or someone can help, someone in the class. I want you guys to help each other. Okay. If someone doesn't understand what they are learning, help your friend, help your classmates. Okay. So we're gonna talk, it's gonna be very interactive. Okay. So don't hesitate if you miss a class and you haven't catch up. Ask your friend, because I know a lot of people here understand AI a lot. We've been using it for so long, but we don't know that it was AI. So if you see a device or you see something that you are curious about and you want to talk about it in class, let's talk about it. Okay. All right. Awesome. Let me share my screen. So I'm going to show today we're going to talk about some applications of AI. And then we'll continue our class. I mean our experiment. We're going to do something different today. So let me share my screen. And please let me know if you see my screen. Okay. Does everybody see my screen? I'm not able to see. I think I'm not on the. I don't have the Zoom application showing on my screen now. So if you're talking or if you're using a chat, and I can't see it right now. All right, so we're gonna watch a quick video about real life applications of AI in the different sectors. So today, what we're gonna do is how AI. We're gonna talk about the building blocks of AI and the different applications in the different sectors, medicine, education, transportation. So let's watch a video here real quick.
When you hear the term artificial intelligence, the first thought that comes to your mind,
Can you guys hear?
but it's not just
Yes, sir.
concerned with robots. Artificial intelligence, AI, is the study of human brain, how it thinks, learns, makes decisions, and solves problems. All this is used to generate an intelligent software which is used to improve computer functions or to train a robot so that it mimics human behavior. In simple terms, artificial intelligence is nothing but man made intelligence. With AI creating so much buzz in the tech world, reality remains that AI is used in everyday life and plays an important role. Let us see some of the applications of AI. Let us start with smartphone that we use in our everyday life. Its features such as voice enabled assistant such as the Google Assistant, virtual reality experience, camera post processing filters that most apps use, facial recognition, which is one of the common ways to unlock your phone, all are based on AI. Navigation. Suppose you want to travel from one location to another. Consider from location A to another location B, AI does the job for you. It finds out the best and the shortest route to travel from location A to B. E-commerce. Suppose you're looking through some online shopping website. Based on your browsing history, it provides you with personalized shopping experience. It also has chatbots with whom you can chat and find what you need. Also, it provides recommendations. All this and many more are possible due to AI. Autonomous vehicles, they being one of the key applications of AI in automotive sector. AI uses multiple sensors such as cameras, radars, lidars. All this data is used to understand the surrounding environment and path planning to help self-drive and self-optimize vehicle. Banking sector. Today, almost all the banks provide you with an online application through which you can enter the details and do online payments. Also, you can have transaction details and many other things. Banks use AI for fraud detection. AI makes this possible. Healthcare. AI has revolutionized the healthcare sector by providing early detection of diseases. It assists in diagnosis as well as treatment of diseases. AI plays an important role in research of diseases and in health monitoring, applications and devices use. So, with all this, we can say that artificial intelligence, AI, has grown to become part of everyday life. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, do like.
Okay, so we've seen the applications of AI in the different sectors. What did you guys like about the video? Since we are AI for good, we're doing AI for good. What did you guys like about the video and the applications of AI?
It showed how in different ways it's helping and showed examples of the different ways that it's helping, how it's helping, and why.
Yeah. So, with everything that we are doing, we have, we are trying to use AI to improve everything that we are doing, which is really good because, as humans, we want to use our ability to build something that we can, it can help other human beings or help us to to be able to live life simple and easy and healthy. So when someone is using AI for bad, you remember that there are other people too also using AI for very good things. That helps with everyday um activities. So yeah, that was what the whole video was about. That we build a cell phone, and we integrate AI to help with navigation system, in healthcare, in transportation, even when you are doing shopping online, AI helps you to have a good recommendation and give you items that you might have miss while you are shopping. So that's what AI in the nutshell. That's what AI is for. Is to do good. So in the beginning, I think in one of our first class, I talked about the building blocks of AI. Like a human being, you have your brain, you have your body, you have the things that you learn in your environment, and that's what AI is all about. Okay, so machine learning um, is. Oh, I think someone. Okay, so Kyla is saying, yeah, I like that it copies human behavior to make our lives a bit easier. Exactly. So that's what AI, when you're learning AI, this is exactly what you have to think about. That how can I make our lives easier with AI, improve, because gone are those days we go to the farm, we go to the, we fish, but now things we have learned so much that we are using AI to help with farming, to help with fishing, identify where the fishes are, so we can also improve the fish, ecosystems, and we use drones to detect all these things. So we improve the ecosystem with AI so that we can also have a better life. So that's exactly what it is. Yeah, good job. Um, so the building blocks of AI, it's more than three, but the high level you're thinking about three building blocks of AI, and um, they are machine learning algorithms and the data. I think we talked about this some time ago. How machine learning, helps with learn what we as a human beings we trying to accomplish. Okay, so the system learn the information that we give it, and it use it to predict what we are trying to anticipate what we are trying to do. So one of the big building blocks of AI is the machine learning. It's um, it's a series of, what do you call it, like programs, and that we put together. We build this program at the back end that will use the information that we give it to serve us, to to make our life easier. We'll go in depth about these things later on, but I just wanted to give quick um, overview of what machine learning and the data and algorithm and the machine learning data and algorithm is. I'm trying to find another video here. Sorry. So another thing is the algorithm. Algorithm is the step-by-step instruction that guides how the data is being processed. Okay, so when you have a AI application, you are going to tell it, hey, do this, okay, and do that. But the algorithm is going to say, okay, if you don't have this command, then do this. Okay, so we are putting it. It's like in programming. It's called if statement. Okay, if this is not this, then this. If this is not this, then that. Okay, so we give it all the different processes, step by step guidance to say, hey, if you don't get this command, and if you get this command and you don't see this activity, do that. So like if you're telling an iRobot to go and clean your house, it will be, okay, which room do you want me to start? Where do you want me to start? So you can give it a very detailed command. So go and clean my bedroom, go and clean my kitchen. Okay, so then it start that process from there. So that's the algorithm, and we use algorithms in social media. If you go to social media and you see some video, and you watch it, then the AI is going to learn that, okay, you like this video. So the next time I'm going to do what? Show you something similar. So that's what algorithms are. They learn, the process of the information that you've given it, and they'll use it to help you, in the process that you I mean your next activity. Okay. Does it make sense? Anyone has a question so far?
No, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So the final is the data that fuels us. So I told you, like, it's like human being. When you are born, you have to learn a lot of things so you can understand your environment. So when someone says go to school, you understand that it's going from home to, you take the bus or you walk to the class and you learn in school. So when you say go to school, you are now going to the market, right? Because you understand school is where you learn, and you know the difference between school and market. So information that you have learned so far is what you use in your everyday life. Okay, so exactly what in the beginning we said that we are teaching machines to be like us. It's the lady said it's a man-made what do you call it? Human beings, right? We are creating human beings with the same logic like us. So we are going to teach it to do the right thing. So that's what AI for good is, to teach our applications to do good things. Okay. And to do that, we have to give it what? Good information. Okay. We have to give it good information. And AI is fueled by data and more data. So big data. Once you go into data science and you go into data warehousing and analytics and all that, you understand what big data is. It's trillions and billions and millions of data that we use to teach machines so they can at least um, you follow a command that is as close as what we follow instruction close to the command that we give it. Does it make sense? Okay. So these are the three building blocks of AI. Okay. The machine learning, algorithm, and the data. Okay. All right. So in the video, we learn about revolution of medicine and how AI is used to help, with our medical treatment, identifying cures and diagnosing cures, diagnosing diseases, even in some ways, we use machines to even do surgeries because we have taught it how to, do surgery. And so we use machines to be able to do surgery with, very good precision. They have teach it for a very long time. They've given it all the information that they need to do surgeries. So, revolutionizing medicine, medical industry. It's doing, it's helping us do transform the healthcare in many ways, like analyzing a lot of medical data, identifying the trends that maybe sometimes human beings miss it. Sometimes human beings are human beings. Sometimes you might not be in the mood to do a surgery, but someone's life is dependent on it. But AI is never in that mood. Machines can always have that precision as long as you taught it, very good information. They will use that information to save life. So they can treat, they can detect early diagnosis treatment and improve the patient. So that's what AI in medicine is. Does it make sense to everyone? Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next one. I know everybody's anticipating to do the experiments that we have. So AI in education, we use AI to help us learn. And one of I think the teacher we talked about some time ago, introducing virtual reality, so people can wear headsets and travel to different regions and different places, and even though they are not there, they get to see all everything in, let's say, Greece. You want to go to Greece, you put in your headsets and you can travel to Greece without being there, and that's AI for education. We've put in information in the virtual tours that will help you learn, have a different learning experience. And and let's say if a student doesn't really understand some courses, AI will use to adapt different platform that can focus on their strength and weaknesses. Okay, so it's like a specialized learning. Okay, so the teacher doesn't necessarily have to take everybody's time to help that one student that is not able to understand. They can use AI to specialize his learning by learning his weaknesses and his strength, so that they can tailor that information towards that student. So that's one thing that we do, when it comes to AI in education. It says AI can grade essays and provide feedback. So, the teachers can use that AI tools to get, real-time feedback. And so then the teacher will be able to, identify, some problem areas for the students and tackle it right there. So AI is helping in the education. All right. And the last one that we want to talk about in this class, I know the lady talked about a lot, different sections, but we just want to talk about AI in transportation, medicine, and education. Self-driving cars and our navigation maps. It's we talked about cars. Everybody knows how cars operate. Someone has to go behind the wheels and make decisions whether you have to turn left, you have to turn right, go straight, slow down. Yeah. Someone has their hands up. Go ahead.
I actually have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
The slide that you had for medicine, was it a real Da Vinci?
Yeah. So I actually didn't even pay attention to that. You know about the Da Vinci?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
You want to tell the class a little bit about it? You want to help the class understand what the Da Vinci is?
She doesn't know that much about it. She's heard me talk about it because I used to work with it.
Oh, okay. No, I actually didn't really pay attention to that. It was an image that I grabbed for so no, thank you. Yeah, so these are some of the tools, companies that help with building our what do you call it?
I have another question. I have another question.
Yeah, go ahead.
There is a movie called Smart House, and there was this boy. He gave the Smart House some videos to watch, but the Smart House took it a different way and started taking control of the family and started locking them out. Could AI start doing that?
Yeah, so like I said, AI, you can use it for good, you can use it for bad. And so it depends on how the information that you put, into that application. So smart houses, that will take over. Usually that means there's a hacker, someone that will hack into your system that will feed it with bad information and try to make the smart house application do bad things. So the idea was not for the smart house to take over the house, but the idea was to help, the people in the house use that information, or use that in application to help with their everyday life, like iRobot and your smart lock, your door locks, your um what do you call it, irrigation system, and everything in the house, is using, like, maybe a command that you give on your phone or on an application. But sometimes, people are able to hack into, that device and let it do, things that you did not command it to do. So yeah, there's good and there's bad. But for the most part, companies that build these smart devices, they have protection in it so that, it doesn't get out of hand. They give it enough. They make it in a such a way that it doesn't take full control of your devices or your house. And yeah, so yeah, it could happen. I don't think we are at the super level yet, where even if you are trying to disable it, it's the machines will override it. No, I don't think we are there yet. Those are like movies. But yeah, it's possible that it could happen. Maybe in the future. That's a good question. Does it make sense, everybody? Okay. Any more questions? All right. Yeah, if you have any question, just let me know. Okay. So I mean, self-driving cars, we've talked about it. There we put in AI enhancements. And so, because what we are trying to do is let AI think like a human being. Okay. So if you're a driver behind a self-driving car, there are some, there are some things that you do to make your destination, go to your destination and make your driving easy. So that is the same thing that they've incorporated in the AI, making, all the good decisions on the road so that we can reduce, traffic, we can reduce accident. And one of the advantage of having autonomous cars, the self-driving cars, is that, with all these distractive driving, it can reduce, you don't if you are reading a book, you don't have to pay attention to where the car is going. You just, you're sitting there, you don't have control to make bad decisions. So these are some of the things that AI helps, what in our everyday life. So sounds good. Okay. All right. Does anyone have any questions from, the building blocks of AI to the applications that we use? or what we've learned so far. If you want to help the people in Ghana catch up, and you from what they lost, what they missed last week. Maybe right now is the time. If something that we missed during our presentation, just let me know.
Uh, my bad.
Have your thing do that.
Huh?
I have a question.
Down over there.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I'm muted.
There's echo.
Muted.
Yeah.
I can't bring it down. I'm muted.
I think someone might have
Ow.
Arian, type it in the chat and I'll say it.
Type when?
Your question, because you're really echoing.
I'm not asking a question. I don't know who has their mic on, but it's not me.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Anyone has a question?
Do this.
I thought I had.
Please, I said we can use self-drive in Ghana.
Yeah. So, the component of self-driving cars and AI has everything to do with first your road system and also the navigation. If the navigation system doesn't really work well, and also all the stoplights, if there's reckless driving and all that, I don't think it's gonna work that well, because the cars have a lot of sensors that can detect human beings and other cars, other objects. So the idea is to implement it in on roads that have a good system or transportation system. So yeah, it can be implemented anywhere as long as it be able to you know have what do you call it, when it comes to uh, like network and internet and all that, it will be able to communicate with the other devices, be able to detect other obstacles and all that on the road. So yeah, it can be implemented anywhere, but the idea is to implement it in environments where there's a good system, transportation system. Any other questions? Okay. I know last week we're gonna continue our experiment teaching our AI machine to learn about the birds, the different birds in the different regions. Last week we had an assignment about gathering the data and classifying the data. Did we complete that? Do we have the folder available? Do we still need to go over what the assignment is?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Um, okay, so the idea was to collect data and do research about the birds. Um, and then we're gonna label those data, that information, and classify it then we'll put it into our teachable machine so it can train the model and be able to identify that the different birds. So I actually did some little experiments. Let's see if I can. So I'm gonna do some. But do you guys have your pictures, your birds ready?
Yes, the
It's
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
a teachable machine, right?
mhm.
That is what this guy is used.
Mm.
So they all should download this on their computer or go to that website.
But
Yeah, let me yeah, you can just go. It's actually a Google friendly. It's a Google product. So Teachable Machine. Just go to Teachable Machine and download it.
So are we all downloading? Go to Teachable Machine and download it.
Yeah. So our final project, we'll all do it together. But you know, I want everybody to get comfortable with.
Yeah. David, you got it right. I trust you, David. In David, I believe. In Levi, I don't. So, do we all have it? The teachable. Okay, because yeah. So we want you to get started. We want you to just get comfortable with it.
Yeah. So the next thing we when we gather the data, we have to label the data. Okay.
Can you share your screen on when they go there, what they see and what they have to do?
Sure.
Yeah, because we have good kids,
Mhm.
very, very good.
So let me. I had some birds I was gonna do experiment. Um.
There is no class next week, okay?
Oh, there's no class.
The library is closed. The library, this place will be closed next week.
We can join on Zoom. Then just talk. Why don't we just
Go to, okay. Okay,
I mean, this place is the mall.
okay,
It's a little theater. I want to stay here.
okay.
So here, so then we'll not be there next week. Well,
No,
yeah, it's an Easter weekend. You just enjoy your family's food. So that David, were you able to download it? Yeah. Ariane, were you able to download it? I downloaded the stuff that we fixed it. No, the teachable machine. Yeah, I downloaded.
Well, you don't have to download it. It's a web app.
There's no need to download. It's a web app.
It just goes in and
I put it into, I take 50 pictures.
Yeah, but you need a Google Drive to store your stuff.
so whatever you have, you put it from the EDI.
No, he did his own stuff.
So
Wait, are you asking about the one that I made, or are you asking?
so everyone has the teachable open now. Okay. And then we
So
see the-
Ben, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over at the Teachable, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I see that they say you can open an existing project from Drive.
Mm-hmm.
Are we working with the same project or?
Yeah. So we're gonna have a team project. Okay. So before we start everything, like I said, we need to gather our information, our birds, and then we'll start labeling them. When we're done labeling them, we'll put it in a common folder. Then as a team, we will build one project. Okay.
So you're gonna share the link with us, right? Your stuff or?
Yeah, so no, we'll all do it together. Once they have the information,
Hey.
once we have the information, we'll go ahead and create a project together.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So right now, the planning, I think we started the planning last week, and we decided whether we do a plant or birds, and we decided the birds, and we decided it's going to be the classification is going to be birds in Ghana and in Nigeria, right? And so I think one of the homeworks was to gather the birds or the information for each classification, and then we'll start labeling them. And once we're done labeling, we'll put it into the teachable machine to machine like learn the different classifications. So the idea is it's gonna give you. I'll show you a quick example here. I'm trying to gather few information. I thought you when I come to class we'll have the data available, but that's fine. So I'm doing two classifications. So give me a sec while you guys are doing your research. Make sure that the birds that you pick, you have the name, and so we can do the research once we are ready, okay? Just give me 5 minutes. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. I've got two classifications. We do Ghana and Ni- Nigeria, and we're going to upload some sample birds from Ghana that I just put together. Okay, can everybody see my screen? All right. So I'm gonna load. Okay, so we have sample birds, 5 sample birds from Ghana. Then we have 5 sample birds from Nigeria. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna train the model. It's supposed to be more than 5. The more birds that you have, the better it is. So it's supposed to be more than 5. And let's see here. So let's say you are, so after the training, so what's gonna happen is see all these birds. So let's say if I I put in a bird from Nigeria, okay, it's gonna say 100% Nigeria. Okay, so that means that let's say if you once we are done downloading and teach it, we train it, we can export the different code onto our website or our application. And so like if anyone goes on our website or application and they enable their camera and able to take a picture of the bird, it'll tell us, yeah, this bird is from Nigeria. And if we have any other information that we have, we put on that bird, it will display it on the website. So this is a very simple project that we are doing, okay? Or you can even, let's see, if you take a picture, you want to upload it on our website, once you upload the bird, it will tell you, okay, this bird is from Nigeria. Say it's 100% from Nigeria, based on the information that we put in, okay? And it will give you all the information that the categories that we put into this, onto we included into with this bird. So it's very simple. Very simple, but the big part is identifying the birds and classifying it and labeling it. So we got to do
Tony
those.
has a question.
Go ahead.
I don't know if the Fanti or Idra, they are paying attention to this, right? That this is you loading and training the model to know what it has to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The hard work is labeling it and identifying the classification. Okay, so if you do a bad labeling, it will not be able to identify it. So we're gonna have to be, and next time we meet, we're gonna have to concentrate on the labeling of our birds. I thought we had the birds ready, and we can start doing some research on it. But that's this.
On the drive, they didn't label it.
I told them to label them Nigeria or Ghana. You guys didn't do that?
Well, they have to let me know what kind of bird. Like, I just give me an idea of the bird so we can we do the research about the bird, then we can put in that. Yeah. But this
I
is
did.
Google Drive. You can see the birds that they put there.
I shared it with you, Ben.
so they have the birds information because I want them to do the work, like they are going to be doing all that, you know.
Yeah, that was their what we were doing last week after the class, that we were going in, copy the image and just name it if it was from Ghana or this thing, and you put it on the Google Drive. I don't teacher share the Google Drive and let's check the Google Drive. I think it should be there. The teacher is checking now.
Okay, so they've labeled it from Ghana and from Nigeria.
Yeah, I think so. I think that is what they did.
And they have like the name of those birds attached to each one of them?
Mm-hmm.
Which Google Drive?
I think you have access to it.
What?
I don't think it's here. Look. It's on Google Drive.
Let me share right now.
I want to share it.
Mm-mm. Let me share.
I think it's on the. I think go to where your picture is and go to the drive. And check from the Libya Google Drive.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna copy the link and put it in the chat so you guys can access it.
Okay. But you guys have the idea of what we're trying to accomplish.
So open the link, right, and see if it's something that we have to do. Then we fix the problem so that will be like a complete one that we. Yeah, the teacher put the link there. Okay. So you see.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So the next thing that we have to do is get more information. All right. Let's do this. Well, I want us to have, pictures that, because if someone is working in the woods and doing like expeditions, when they take a picture, the picture that they take, when they upload it on our website or our application, it has to for the machine to be able to identify that bird, it has to look like the birds that we have. Right. So first of all, it has to be like common birds, like it doesn't have to be any exotic bird, any bird that it's 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 not easily available in that region. So I hope all these are common birds, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so something like this, we have to make sure that the machine be able to identify if it's black or brown. Okay, so maybe we keep one of them. So we probably have to do some cleanup.
Teacher, do you understand?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so because if let's say you take a picture and it's brown or it's a black and white, it won't be able to identify with this picture here. So maybe we have to get rid of this one here.
Okay. Then we have more work to do then. We have to do a cleanup.
Yeah, and some of these birds are not because they have other other things showing, so the machine will not be, if we can have that standalone bird, it would be really helpful.
I think that we have to do the bird thing again. So what we'll do is that since next week we are not going to be here, we have to go and train. We actually want the standalone bird.
Yeah,
Yeah, the birds that don't have no, like,
yeah, well, something like this. Machine is gonna learn the fish too, right?
something like
So,
the one on your right.
right.
Yes.
This is good. Um, the I mean, if we can get another angle to that would have been nice, but this is good. Okay, so then we get this one out of it. Machine doesn't have to learn the fish and the,
Yeah, what to do.
Who are these?
Arian, Ethan, Jeremiah, David, Taylor,
Yeah, so we have to go in.
Julie.
and you see this, right? We can then show them example of the standalone bird that you're talking about. So we can go in and just update the database, take everything out and leave the ones. Then we should name it. If it is Ghana, or create two files that will say Ghana and Nigeria. So let's see the example of the standalone bird. You see this one, the African.
okay,
Yes.
this is good. Okay.
This is an example. Are we looking at it? This is an example of the standalone. There's nothing on the background. The bird is standing alone.
without any distraction. Otherwise, what did he say will happen if there are other stuff in the picture? Yes.
Yes.
Because the AI, whatever you tell the AI is what the AI is going to do.
Like this one, the bird on the stick. Okay. So we know we have work to do.
Yeah, I should have clarified it.
Yeah.
You owe us.
I do. I'll give you more work to do.
Jeremiah, you understand this? You have access to the Google Drive. Which Google Drive are we talking? Yeah. So you have access to this, right? Okay.
Yeah, 20 to 25 birds is fine. Just common birds, for our experiment for now. So the idea, if you guys understand the idea, so when we
Is there? I even put in the chat.
So it's in the chat. So copy that link and save it on your desktop or somewhere, and you use it to go in to those two files. We are talking about request. Jeremiah, try yours and see. So we're talking about two files, Ghana and Nigeria, and we are looking for stand-alone bird. We don't want any distraction on the bird background. The bird might be mad. So just a clean bird by himself or bird by herself. Hey, we don't have to just say him alone. It can be him, it can be them. We understand, right? Hey, this exercise is not only for what was it in Nigeria? US people, planted and they drop. Are we alive? It's drop, can you hear us? So, because they also have to upload those kind of things.
Yeah.
They would help, they can hear us.
Yeah, some of them are already here.
Okay.
So maybe we can divide the tax for each everybody. If you want to take we have two groups, one for Ghana, one for Nigeria. And each group will take one birds and look look for the birds and look for do a research about the birds and look for clean pictures on the internet. Each person will put it in the it's not more than 20-25. Each person will put it in the folder. If you can get multiple shots, that would be nice, but if not, because we want to give if someone has a different angle and is taking a picture and uploading on our website, we'll be able to the machine will be able to tell that, okay, I have this angle, and this is exactly from this region. So it's a very simple. Once we get very comfortable with it, then we'll advance to a different project. Then yeah, we'll go from there.
So, yeah, so for now, let's go through what you have. Then when we come back when your class starts again, not next week, the following week, that one we can actually do the project as you are saying.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Yeah. All right. Exciting. I think eventually we're gonna build something really, really big, and as a team, we'll be able to build an app. And I, if time permits in our project here, I'll walk you guys through the P5 coding, and we can actually make modification on the code that we have. The code that we're going to export, JavaScript code or P5 code, we'll make modification, and yeah. And so
You don't have all the time. Stop your crazy life.
it'll yeah. So all these things are available online, and so once you put in your code, you run your code, and you will see it populating here. Actually, hold on, let's have a snippet.
Okay.
Our code has an error. All right. Well, yeah, we'll go through it and identify errors and be able to fix errors and all of that. It's gonna be fun. Any questions?
Hadassah?
Someone has question? Let me check the okay, I'm not seeing any question. All right, welcome back, Ghana people. I hope you guys caught up. Okay, so we learned about what is AI, applications of AI, the types of AI, the AI application in different sections, different environments and
That's nice.
sectors. So don't forget, okay? All right. we don't have any questions, then we can, if you have any questions, just, I think I have my contact in the classroom, so you can always reach out to me. Okay, Letitia, back to you.
Thank you, Ben. So we're gonna use the remaining time to clean up our files. And then hopefully, is there any assignment for us? Apart from our files, yeah.
No, I'll put in a detailed labeling how they can label it, in the class folder. I mean the classroom that we have. So you look out for it. I'll also post the PowerPoint presentation, so everybody can have a copy. I'll post the videos that we've been watching, and so you can always go back and take a look at the different classifications and sectors of AI and what is AI. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have a good day.
You too. Bye. Ariane, come and show what you've done with your team members.
Yeah, and you are going to talk. We can't hear you.
So get up and come here. Ariane,
You can stand right there.
oh, Ariane has
No,
whatever information he gathered from Mr. Ben from last week, he has taken it to the next level by feeding his own AI data and creating his own AI system. And so we want him to come and share with you guys what he has done. And then hopefully that will help us understand the whole concept of what Mr. Ben is trying to teach us.
All right. Sorry, I'm back. I'm muted. Who's not muted? This happened before. Who's not muted? Okay. Now it's not as bad, but keep. Why do you say keep?
that's what I'm saying.
No, hey, look. I had it like
What is that echoing?
There's difference between mute and volume.
It's still echoing, right? Okay, 1 second. Let me just present my screen first. God, who's unmuted? Who's unmuted?
Right.
I don't know who's unmuted, and it's driving me insane because it keeps on echoing.
Right. Go ahead.
No one wants unmuted. Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Now the echo's not as bad. So I used 32 images of bees. I used 32 images of trees, as you can see here. And I used 32 images of me to get an algorithm that will sort through bees, threes, and me's. Like for example, if I turn on my input here, since I'm me, I will get 100% me's. But if I were to go to file and then choose an image, let's see. Okay. Let's see this one. And as you can see here, the image is 100%, not 100, it's 99, it's 95% means. If I were to open up a separate image, like maybe this dog dressed up as a bee, it won't recognize the bee because it's not a bee. it will more recognize the fact that it's a stock image with the background, and it will relate that to the threes from earlier. If I were to open up another image like this one over here, it can't recognize the bees completely, but it does recognize human shape. So it recognizes it as 82% me's and 9% bees. I think it's pretty cool that you can make a robot separate bees from threes to me's. Does anyone have a question?
Does he make sense?
Does it make sense?
Yes.
Israel, other people,
Francis. Edra, Francis Clifford is there. Phoenix is
Get
there.
to the second level. All right. Anyone have any questions?
leave it wrong.
Okay.
Conte, do you have any questions about what he has there?
Nice.
Leave the picture over there. So, you see what he's doing? He's using whatever that he has updated in the database. For, you see the three folders, the file that he has, here, threes, and me. So, if you put his picture there from the webcam, see what the output is. The output becomes what? The AI sees it as 100% me.
Which it is.
Put your cell phone on the camera.
On the camera?
On
Here.
the camera. When he put the cell phone on, when he blocks the camera, see how the numbers change. You see how the numbers change.
And if I unleash it, then it will go.
So this is what we are trying to do. So he's teaching the machine to learn all this and before he transports it to the website. Any questions, Kwante? Any questions? Adasa, Michael?
Even though I'm blocking my face in this picture, it will still be able to recognize.
Because he's looking at the shape.
All right. That's enough from me.
So
Bye.
guys, so guys, so the whole thing with this AI stuff is, as you can tell from what Ariane is doing, and all the AI systems that you have or know about, it's taking someone somewhere to input those systems and to put in some commands, right? To get the system to react the way they want it to react. Am I making sense?
Okay.
So I don't
them.
want anybody to be scared of AI or whatnot, because they are human generated, okay? And many times, whatever everyday product or everyday
I'm
human
gonna just check the Birds in
are
Africa
gathered
folder real quick.
to set those AI systems up, okay? Ariane, you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Any question or comment?
Mute? Oh wait, am I on mute? Oh, bad.
So that you can tell who is who.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that the AI can identify who is Levi.
Yeah, just like the photos always pick up who is who on the facial recognition.
Yeah. So Jeremiah, you can do that. Take a lot of pictures.
And one of the biggest thing, guys, everybody, one of the biggest thing with the AI situation is that there is a major need for minorities, right? to input those data of ourselves in there. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Because the majority of the people doing this AI content are Caucasians, right? And so they are putting their information that will help them with their lives. Am I making sense? Yeah. And so there is a need for other ethnicities, other group of people to also create AI content that will benefit their people. So this is why we say AI for what? For good. That find different ways to use AI to help with your community, help with your people and whatnot. For example, they say AI for medicine, right? The Black community has a huge disparity when it comes to medical situations. And so when whoever is working behind this AI for medicine, if they are not us, right? That means they are putting information that will benefit them and their people. Am I making sense? Mm-hmm. And so we got to constantly think about how we can also have a voice in these situations by adding data and inputs of things that will benefit us and our communities. Am I making sense? Because the people who are using it or creating this content, they are creating them for their industry, for their community, for their people. And so it got to a point where some AI systems were not even able to recognize a dark-skinned face or whatnot. Even, for example, the cameras that we use, right? When you take a picture, the face or whatever, when you are darker, it changes, or even when you are editing, it changes. Because the system was made for what light-skinned people. And so all these things affect society. And so whatever that you are doing and putting it in there, just know that your community needs those data, not just for anything, but to help. Because the AI system that are being built, for some reason, they are not thinking about other minorities or other ethnic groups. And right now, they are working on diversifying the AI content, but they're gonna still need our input to create those things. So there's a massive job in the AI industry, especially for people from different ethnic backgrounds, to help put those data and information. Somebody asked a question: can this what is it called, smart cars work in Ghana, right? Before the smart cars can work in Ghana, the road and everything needs to be mapped right, so that the car can be able to maneuver and navigate the Ghana environment. Whatever AI cars that have been made, they had to study the road here in America, right? To be able to help the car to drive and navigate, to understand the street signs and all those things. So the people who are building these things, they are building for what again? Their community. They are building it to benefit them and to make life easier for them. So you also got to find creative ways to build AI or to use AI to make life easy for you. Am I making sense? Like in Ghana, amazingly, before Google started the Google Map, right? And the Google Map, not everywhere in Ghana can you use Google Map, which is a very bad situation. So that means when you find yourself in a place where you are looking for direction, you are totally lost. Why is it that here in America, almost everywhere you find yourself, you can use the Google Map to get out, right? Or to exit out. Because the people creating these systems made it to make life easier for them here in America or Europe or anywhere else. And so as we are learning and as we are navigating this whole AI system and stuff, understand that you can use this information to help your community, your state, or whatever situation that you might find yourself. There's no way the AI, what's it called? The Tesla car can function well in Ghana or in a place where there's no GPS or whatnot, because the Tesla car needs to really understand the driving dynamics of Accra or Ghana to be able to function. But it can function here in the United States easily because the system was built for that. Am I making sense? Okay, thank you. The system was built for what? For these streets in the United States. And so you gotta always ask yourself, what can I do to help to make life or improve life in my community or nation or whatnot? And these AI systems are being used to make life easier for other people. But above all, there is a lack in diversity when it comes to the AI system. There's a lack in all those things. So that is where we come in to build systems or to put to have inputs, have our input in these stuff to help diversify the data that is out there. Okay. Any question or comment? Okay. So next week no class because of Easter. Just so. And then Team USA, Hadassah Don't Kill Us. We are going to West Virginia on June 1st, Team USA. Francie and Adjura. Francie and Adjura, your team leaders will have to come up with so energy focused field trip for you guys this year. So we are waiting for them to bring any ideas and stuff out there. And the energy stuff, it can be like a factory on how they are, whatever that they are producing or their energy consumption, the things that they are doing to reduce their energy usage or whatnot, anything that they are doing sustainability wise, you know. So it doesn't have to be or it can be like a place that people are converting everyday trash into something more profitable to the society or community. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. So Team USA is going to the wind and solar farm in West Virginia on June 1st. Wind and solar farm. And wind and solar farm. So any question? Julie is sleeping on us.
I'm not sleeping. It's just that my eyes look like they're closed.
Yeah. So next week, no class. But our file for the birds, we have to make it like Mr. Ben said, more. We have to clean it up, right? So we have folder for birds in Ghana and Africa, but some of them need to be cleaned out. So, but majority of the stuff on there is clean, oh.
Yeah, so we have to, just that the one with if somebody goes on there, then just be deleting the ones that we don't know.
Okay.
Right.
Hey, I could call you a bird. This is considered a bird. Let me share my screen.
You are still.
No, I'm not on YouTube.
Yeah, it says YouTube. So,
is this a bird?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're flightless birds.
Hey.
So yeah, so like ostrich and stuff, they can glide, but they can't fly.
Hey. Yeah, this is clean.
Yeah, that's a pigeon, I think.
If you can get this in like different angles.
Yeah. So Team Ghana, Team USA. they want images like this. You see everything, there's nothing around, no chicken, no, what's it called? Food, no fish, nothing, just the animal, and that's about it. And yeah, that's all he wants. Okay, so is this okay or no?
Oh, yeah, this is okay.
Okay. Hey, okay. But these are small. Change this picture. Don't bring. It's too small. Yeah, it's too small. Hey.
No, that's why he was saying that let's use the common one.
Bat is common.
Then let's get the bat in a nice atmosphere. This one is too dark. It's a dark bat, like the Batman. And when you go on that, you can use the teachable machine and create your own. Take a picture of Taylor, take your picture.
Okay, guys, if no questions, we're gonna end the Zoom session, okay? Okay. Enjoy your weekend.
Auntie, see you in
bye.
2 weeks. I'll bring the painting next time. I finished
Okay,
it.
no problem. Wait, the what? Bye.
Bye.
So don't buy us now.
Adios. Au revoir.
Next week, you
Good
take
day.
all your homework, okay? Okay,
We are doing that because it's Easter, and we want you to enjoy your family.
Nobody, okay, I want to say that I was ready to be next.
When you come back the following week, that's when we do our end of